I think the Aces are cursed.
What does it feel?
Is the Aces dynasty over?
Honestly,
Like I lost my way.
probably yes.
I'm finding my way back now and I can't escape.
The Aces didn't just lose talent, they lost chemistry, stability, and trust.
Their reign on top may be coming to an end.
I'll conquer it all. The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
It doesn't matter who we play. Every time we step on this court, we're about greatness.
Becky Hammond has the team firing on all cylinders right now. They will have won now their 17th consecutive game.
They look as though their heartbeat is one.
I don't care what we look like. I don't care what people say. I'm gonna always bet on us.
Watch them all fall down.
When you look at how the Aces season was beginning, there was a lot of speculation on whether this team was going to even be in a run for making the playoffs. I think you have great leadership in that locker room, number one, and it starts with A'ja Wilson.
This might be the most impressive season when it comes to the leadership of A'ja Wilson because there's been so many ups and downs. This team got off to a rough start, really struggled, different personnel, and yet her energy has been consistent.
I lead with honesty, I lead hopefully with boldness, and I lead with a little tenacity. I don't like to necessarily poke bears, but I love to remind people who they are and how far they've come to get to this point.
It started with her challenging her teammates to come every day with a work ethic of a champion. It trickled down, and that same message was being told by Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, Kirsten Bell, the players who have been here, the players who they know exactly what it takes to not just win a championship, but how do you get back to that championship caliber of play?
We all had to take a look in the mirror, you know, and think like, what can we do to help our team? Like, what's best for the team? How can we step up? And so I think now that we've all kind of bought into that process, we've kind of gone, you know, on a little winning streak. And so I think, you know, things are turning in the right direction for us.
And just like that, the Aces now push their win streak to 12. And guess who's up next? The Minnesota Lynx, a team that they last lost to at home by 53. They get another crack at the #1 team in the standings.
I feel like everyone's going to credit our win streak to the Minnesota loss. And yes, I feel like it is maybe like 30% of us really waking up. But I think on the other side of it, it was more so just us. I think we really started to look at each other and be like, what do we want? Who are we? And I think that loss really tried to show us, who are we?
This team had to come in and reevaluate who you are as a competitor. How do you want the remaining part of the season to finish out?
I mean, this was a new team. You know, we've kind of had the same team for a few years, and like, this is probably the most changes that we've had. And so it just took a little bit for us just building that chemistry and, you know, figuring out each other's games on the court and just reading each other. But, you know, I think now in the second half of the season, we've kind of figured it out.
After that Minnesota loss, that was the start of the Las Vegas Aces getting back to playing like the Las Vegas Aces.
A terrific close of this game for the Las Vegas Aces. They finished scoring on 9 of 12 possessions.
And they get their 13th win in a row.
We need to play well. Okay, bring the same focus, effort, energy level, lock-in factor that we had against Minnesota. Like from here on out, nothing changes. It doesn't matter who we play. Every time we step on this court, we're about greatness and pulling greatness out of each other.
The Aces going to keep this win streak going. It's going to move to 14 in a row. They will now have won 16 of their last 17 games and have their 28th win on the year.
Vegas right now is at 15. They're looking to tie Phoenix with 16
in a row. If they can hold on here tonight.
Becky Hammond has the team firing on all cylinders right now. They will have won now their 17th consecutive game.
We took it personal to ourselves. Like, we took ourselves personal and we dove into each other and we were like, all right, how can we make this work the right way for all of us to eat? And I think that's what you see now.
We're able to play with that freedom and that joy and have fun, and I think you see it in the way that we've been playing.
And they look like they're enjoying it. They look like they're having fun. They look connected. They look as though their heartbeat is one.
We could be an 8 seed, we could be a 1 seed. I'm gonna always be confident when it comes into the postseason because I know who I'm sitting next to in this locker room. I know when I look around exactly who's in my locker room, and we have enough to make it happen. And I don't care what we look like, I don't care what people say, I'm gonna always bet on us.